This is a marvelous experience, guys. This is a pasta from Calabria with eggplants. What's it called, Maria?
Pasta chi mangiani.
Eggplant pasta from Calabria. Sensational family recipe. It's been enjoyed from generation to generations. And you don't go wrong. And Maria is showing us how to make it.
Thank you, Vincenzo, for allowing me.
Hi and welcome to
Vincenzo's plate.
Oh yes, with Maria's plate. Maria today is taking us to Calabria, Maria?
A little bit more of Calabria. We can't always have bruzzese recipes.
You're right.
Right?
So what is it? Tell us.
Okay, this is sugo fatti con I melanzani.
So eggplant sauce, Calabrese style.
Absolutely.
What ingredients do you need?
We need eggplants because that's our main ingredient.
So 3 eggplants, good size eggplant.
This is a good size because you'll understand why this size will work with the recipe. Okay, basil. Oh, basil is just important. We need some onion, some garlic.
Brown or red
Brown
onions.
or red, yep. Garlic, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, 4 heaped tablespoons of breadcrumbs, and 4 heaped tablespoons of pecorino. Tomato. So I normally use for a serving of 4 people, a bottle of passata tomato, and also a tin of peeled tomatoes.
A small tin.
Small tin. Yeah.
And the pasta of your choice.
And of course the pasta of your choice. With this particular recipe, we do prefer, well, my family anyway, prefers the spaghetti. The traditional spaghetti. Yeah, exactly.
Can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
Come on, Maria.
Well, let's start by peeling our eggplant first. So let's just chop the top part of our eggplant and that bottom part. Okay, with a peeler, just peel all the skin off. Let's start cutting up the eggplant now. So what I do is with a size eggplant like this, I slice it all the way down. Not into super thin slices, okay, just normal slices. I'll show you. About that thickness. If you're going to have it too thin, it's by the time it's cooked, first we shallow fry it and then we put it into the sauce, it's actually going to be it likes it almost just melts away. So it's not good. So that's why it's important just to have it just the right size. Now what we're going to do, we're actually going to slice it, put it half, cut it halfway and long ways. And in a minute, round about like this, that thickness, and then put it into the strainer. And just continue doing this process with all your eggplants. Okay, we finally finished cutting up our eggplant. Look how much. So really, if you've got 2 really good size eggplants, that's sufficient. You want to do extra, it's not going to go to waste. The next part is salt. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put salt through the eggplant. Okay, remember, this is what's going to take the bitterness out of the eggplant. So a good heaped bit of salt. Make sure you actually, with your hands, turn it so the eggplant actually spreads evenly over the eggplant. Okay, a little bit more. Don't worry, because as it's actually draining, that salt doesn't stay in the eggplant. Okay, looks okay? Looks good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now this is our little secret part. This is what I do. I put a plate on top of the eggplant, okay, and now we're going to put a weight. Now, whatever you have in your kitchen, this is what I use, my kettle. My kettle is full, and just pop that on top of the colander with your eggplant. Okay, now another little thing that I do, I just put another dish under the colander, so when the water's draining, it's actually draining into the dish.
Okay, Maria, we want some action. What's next?
Do you want to learn how to do the sauce for your wife?
Of course I do.
Okay, let's go. Chop up onion and garlic.
Okay, chop the garlic.
Yep.
So Maria, do you want the garlic finely chopped?
Please. We're going to use half for shallow frying our eggplants and the other half for our sauce.
So 2 for the, okay,
Yeah,
right, okay.
yeah, so we've got 4 cloves there.
So do you want me to chop this as well?
I do.
Okay, so just chop
I do
it
want
fine.
you to do
okay.
that, absolutely. And look how good he does that.
Hey Maria, this is
tell
basic.
You are so good.
Oh Maria, wow, mother-in-law giving me a compliment.
Yeah, it doesn't
Is that
happen too
okay
often.
for you?
That's perfect.
Okay. And how do you want to chop the onion, Maria?
Just dice it finely, please.
Okay. I'm actually crying, Maria. Are you crying?
Well, that's all. That's good. At least it's just crying over an onion. Okay, here we go. So we've got the hot plate on. Let's put a good drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, so we've put half of the garlic that we've diced, and we're going to put all of the onion that Vincenzo just diced so well. And let's start stirring that.
Now we do a soffritto for about what, 10 minutes?
Not even 10 minutes. Just going to brown off the garlic and the onion. I like to put a little bit of ground pepper also. And a lot of Calabresi like to put also some chili.
Oh, it's a must, eh?
So you can. Today I've decided to not include that, but everyone can do as they please at home. All right?
Oh.
The next part, the most important part, adding your tomato. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to add beautiful the passata and the tin of tomato. And now we're going to add our salt.
How much?
Oh, about a teaspoon. Cook it for about 30 minutes at low temperature, putting your lid on it. Now let's get to our main ingredient of this dish, the eggplant. Let's see, let's reveal what's under this plate. Let's remove that top plate and look at this. Look how much water has actually come out of that eggplant, putting that salt in. Now we're going to squeeze the eggplant. I like to do this near my kitchen sink. Look at that. Look how much water is still coming out of that eggplant. Okay, and have a little bowl there ready to put it in once you've squeezed it. As you can see, okay, how the eggplant shrinks. So by you using 3 or 4 good sized eggplants, it's great because you'll have obviously more eggplant to taste in your sauce. Let's start shallow frying the eggplant. So drizzle some extra virgin olive oil into a fry pan. Heat that up. We're going to add our other 2 cloves of garlic into our fry pan. Okay, so my garlic is starting to sizzle. And now what we're going to do, Vincenzo, is we're going to add our eggplant.
I love that sound.
I love the sound, but I love the smell. Stir that oil and that garlic through the eggplant.
How long now do you have to cook it for?
Gee, it's just already so soft, about 5 minutes.
Okay, very quick.
It is. Don't you love these recipes that are quick?
Maria, family recipes are always the best. They've been tasted and tasted.
They have.
Generations to generations.
What we're going to do now is we're just going to add a little bit of black pepper to our eggplant. Again, you can also put some hot chili and some beautiful basil. I also want you to remember, don't have the heat on too strong as you're actually shallow frying this eggplant, because you can actually burn it. And you don't want to have burnt eggplant in your sauce. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to test to see if the eggplant, okay, is soft enough to actually add into your sauce. So just put a piece of it onto your spoon, and just if you can actually get your fork through it, okay, and it's not too hard, it's perfect.
Is it perfect?
It's perfect. So what we're going to do now is turn your fry pan off. Put it just a little closer to your saucepan. Okay, and just start adding your eggplant into the sauce. The last little bit in there, Vincenzo. How simple is this?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, you don't get this at the restaurant.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's because of, you know, the way we grew up. We had everything from garden to table.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this was just one of those vegetables that they grew in the garden.
Your dad always had eggplant.
Always eggplant. This won't take long at all. About another 15 to 20 minutes. The water's boiling, so let's just add our pasta. Let's add the salt.
And just follow the packet when you cook your pasta, okay? Follow the instruction.
Once the sauce is ready, we're going to just add some breadcrumbs and some cheese to our sauce. And then you just combine it. This is what flavors your sauce. Vincenzo, we're ready to have a look at the sauce. Okay, this is now the last step. We're going to add some basil to our sauce. Mix that through. And the very last step to this recipe is adding the breadcrumbs and the cheese.
The cheese. Basically, you cover it.
We do. Vincenzo, I think that's enough. Okay, and the remainder of this, we're going to still use, so don't worry. What we're going to do now is we're going to cover that. We're going to turn the gas off. Pasta is ready. It's time to strain the pasta. Let's take a lot of the liquid out first and put the pasta now into the colander. It's all empty.
Yum. Yum.
Okay, put your pot nearby, and of course you've got your sauce. Let's lift the lid, Vincenzo.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to put some of that sauce at the bottom of our pot before we add our pasta to it. Here we go. We add a little bit more at the top, and let's mix it through. Just have a look at that. We're going to just add a little bit more basil, because you can never have enough. And while that steam is coming off that pasta, that actually goes into that basil, and that taste just follows through. Here we go, Vinny. How good is that? See, we've got the sauce going all through that pasta, and put a lovely, generous serving. How does that look, Vincenzo?
Oh, yeah, very nice. Maria, can I have the pleasure just to find out, finish the dish, please?
You can.
Let me put the last forchettata on top.
You can.
The last forchettato spaghetti.
Bravo.
And
Bravo.
the sauce, Maria.
And the sauce.
Is the most important part, isn't it? Oh, the sauce everywhere. So this is the plate that we're going to put in the middle of the table, right?
We will.
Look at
Not unless somebody's actually going to try and eat all of that.
Probably me. And what do we do now? What do we do? What's the last thing that we do?
All right, then we're just going to add that last little bit of breadcrumbs and cheese.
And the pecorino cheese.
Yes, let's just sprinkle that over that heaped plate full of spaghetti.
Maria, can I have this portion?
Well, you probably can, but I think we're going to share it today.
Okay, let's share. Sharing is caring. Okay, Maria, right, you put your plate, I get my plate. You serve for you, I serve for me. Look.
Okay.
This will be enough for me. This is a nice forchettata. Are you ready to enjoy it, Maria?
I am indeed.
Best part of the video recipe. Thank you for showing your recipe.
You're welcome.
Maria, here, you need some extra sauce on top.
I do.
What about the cheese?
And a little bit of our cheese.
Oh, you want more sauce?
No, that's enough for me.
Give me more.
And a little bit of my cheese and breadcrumbs.
A little bit.
That's the way you do it.
Yum. Yum. Let's see if it's good.
Do that again.
Carbs, happiness, eggplant, sauce, cheese. What more do you want in life? Yum!
Enjoy this recipe, everybody.
Maria, I think this is the reason why I married your daughter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and now I can make it for her. And I will make it better than the mom. I'll try. Thank you for watching this episode.
And thank you.
We will see you in the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe with Maria's Plate.
Thank you.
E ora si mangia.
E ora si mangia.
Vincenzo's Plate.
Vincenzo's Plate.
Thank you, Maria.